Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Mudrunner. It's been a little while since we've played some Spintires here on the channel, but the new DLC, The Valley, has gone live. This is a free DLC for both consoles and PC. It brings obviously this new map called The Valley. It also brings in some new vehicles as well. So we have down here the little A969, the C6317, and the E7429. These are the three vehicles that come with the DLC as well. And on top of that, there are also new attachments in the garage. We'll take a look at those a little bit later. Most of them are designed obviously for these new vehicles down here, but there are also one or two attachments that are available to be used with one or two of these vehicles as well. So we're going to go in and have a look at the new map, The Valley. We're going to use the new vehicles as well, so we're going to leave it on map defaults. And we're going to do this in hardcore. So let's see just what we get. Well, this is our brand new vehicle. And of course, this is the first time we're using the new camera mode as well. So as you can see, we get a straight pan as opposed to the sort of rotating, drifting camera that we had before. That is available still in the settings, but you have to enable that camera mode now. Look at this thing. This thing is really kind of a little bit weird. Let's take a look at our map, see what we've got. One thing you'll notice is that there are a few little changes. You can see that the fonts have changed in here. The map presentation in here is a little bit bigger or a little bit different. This map actually looks a little bit small in comparison to some of the others. And that's as far as I can zoom out. So let's see. We're here. We need to start unlocking some of these watch points first of all, so let's make our way sort of over to this one here, and then there's another one there, and then there's another one over here. We're going to kind of explore a little bit in our new truck. We've got a K700 over there, a Kirovitz, that's locked. I can't see anything else that's locked yet, and then we've got a watch point there and a watch point sort of over there, and then we've got another one over here with a garage up here as well. Oh, there's another one down here, so there's a lot of watch points on this map. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 watch points to try and figure out. So we need to move that one, that's in the wrong position. How do I move this one? I've deleted it. Alright, so let's replace that. There we go. So yeah, we have our 7 watch points. We have one... Oh, there's one over here as well that's out of place. So I want to move the node. Why won't it let me? Come on. Been a while since I've had to try and move a node like this. Ah, there we go. That's it. Make sure they're all pretty well tagged. Yeah, they're pretty close. So we've got 1, 2... See, that one's moved again now. They're all moving. Just the one garage over there to unlock. There's one up here as well. So we've got 2 different garages to unlock. We've got block posts on this map as well. That's going to be interesting. Let's fire up the new truck and make our way over. I'm a proper explorer of this map here. See what this vehicle looks like in first person. It's kind of cool. One of the things I do like now as well is the ability to kind of look out the window while you're in the cab. Let's get some all-wheel drive on. It's a really nice little addition, that. As you kind of lean out, you can now kind of see down the back or the side of the vehicle as you're reversing. It's quite open, isn't it, this environment? We're used to seeing sort of trees and stuff alongside the paths that kind of hem you in a little bit, but we've got these really wide open spaces, which are kind of cool to see. looks like we're struggling a little bit in this mud here. I want to see what this little vehicle is kind of made of. It's really struggling to get up to speed. I might have to turn the diff lock on in a moment. Let's do that. Let's go into OnePlus, get the diff lock on. This mud's really quite thick, isn't it? Our first watch point is over there. So let's make our way off-road. We got caught on a branch. That's not so clever. Alright, let's try that again. See, it's got some big rocks in here. We're going to have to be careful we don't get beached on these. Ground's a little bit too hard for diff lock, or else we're going to take damage. I have actually got a path over there. Oh, have we got beached? Nope, we just had enough clearance. So it's an unusual looking vehicle, but it does actually have a good bit of ground clearance, as you can see, which is quite helpful with these rocks. Get diff lock turned back on again. It's really skinny wheels though. It does make me wonder whether we're going to get sort of stuck in some pretty nasty ruts because of those wheels. Honk of the horn there. I always like to try out the horns on the new vehicles. See what they sound like. I have to say, so far, I kind of like this this new map. I mean, we haven't really seen that much of it, but it does feel a little bit different to what we've had so far. And the colours seem a little bit different as well, different shades of green than we used to. Be interesting to see what it looks like at night as well. There's some really thick mud around here, isn't there? This could prove a little bit problematic with some of our large vehicles. Tell you what, I'm really impressed with this little thing so far. It's handling some of this mud quite well. I'm just looking around, see if I can see the watch point. It's now over there somewhere. Let's try and cut through these trees. Sort of directly ahead of us by the look of it. Maybe the other side of this little ridge that's coming up. If we get in trouble, we have got our winch to try and winch us out, and as I said that, we immediately get in trouble. Alright, let's see if we can winch onto something just to pull us over one of these trees. There we go. Another one that we're struggling to get over. Definitely get lost in these trees if we're not careful. Where is? We're 50 meters away. Where is this watch point? Ah, there it is. You can just see the flag. This will help us to obviously unlock all of those clouded areas, the fog of war. It's ironic, you know, there aren't that many young gamers these days that actually know of the term fog of war. It is kind of an older thing. Back in the day, when I was playing games when I was a lot younger. Fog of war was a regular occurrence in video games where it would just close off certain areas and you wouldn't be able to see them. And you had to actually move through them to unlock those areas. It's becoming a lot more... Yeah, it was really commonplace in games, and then it kind of just disappeared for a long time. It's starting to make its way back. We're seeing more and more games starting to, utilise the fog of war mechanic again, but yeah, for the longest time, hardly any games ever featured it. It was kind of one of those just mechanics that had just been scrapped. So where are we? We're over here. Look at this area over here, and then the next one's over there. I think the easiest thing for us to do is going to be to make our way back to the road, because the road looks here as though it splits and goes along near that watch point, rather than trying to scramble our way through all this off-road stuff, which is going to be quite problematic for this little vehicle. It's going to take us a while to get there if we did try it that way. So yeah, we'll try and make our way back onto that road. If I can find my way back, that's the other question. With a smaller vehicle like this, we're not leaving those really thick, heavy tracks for us to follow. I do need to head north. What's our fuel level like at the moment? Well, we're pretty good on fuel. Haven't used that much. I tell you what, I really do quite like this little vehicle. I don't think it's going to have much in the way of power, but it certainly has a bit of character to it. Oh, we can get over that tree. There we go. Looks to be the road in front of us. Yep, there it is. We finally found our way back there. I have to leave the diff lock off for a while because this ground is quite hard, so this will cause damage to our vehicles. We are obviously playing on hardcore, so we are stuck by hardcore rules, which means we can only use diff lock when we're in a low gear setting. We can't use it with automatic, and if we do have diff lock on and it's hard ground, then it will cause damage to the vehicle. As it softens up a bit, we get into this mud, obviously we can turn it on without any issues, but when we get to this bit here, the harder ground, you'll see if I leave it on, it'll start to flash red. We'll get a little transmission warning like that, and that means if we carry on like that, we're going to take damage. So you have to turn it back off again. Oh, we've got a nice big expanse of water coming up by the look of it. A bit of a floodplain, perhaps. I really am liking the feel of this new map so far. It is very, very open. I say we're used to seeing quite tall trees that just create these visible barriers that you can't, you have to really kind of drive around to see in the distance, but with this one we're actually seeing quite a big open expanse. Obviously we've got a river here that runs through, but it looks like we've got a bit of a floodplain in this area here as well, as you can see. Or is that the river? So this map does feel a little bit smaller than the ones that we've had with the main game. It might just be me. I guess we'll find out, but as I say, there are 7 watch points for us to unlock, so there's a lot of stuff to find on this map. Let's try and avoid that big tree branch. And trying to avoid that, I ended up driving straight over it. Not my finest moment of driving there. So, which way? Oh, I can see the flag. It's just behind those trees, look. Oh, wow, the ground's really kind of throwing me off. There's loose rocks, I think, which is making it difficult. Let's go into a lower gear. Let's see if that helps. Ah, that was it. It was that tree there. That was what was causing us to spin around, that low branch. Right, so fight our way through the undergrowth again. Really is rough going, isn't it? Loads and loads of just fallen branches, fallen tree trunks through here. The area is absolutely peppered with them. It's making it quite tricky to actually fight our way through here. We've got a big rock there as well. Another tree branch in the way. There we go, we've made it to the watchtower. So, we've opened up this area here. Yes, you can see that is kind of... there is almost like a flood bank area. This ground, I reckon, is going to be quite soft around this water. That could be a little bit of an issue. We've got a log kiosk over there. We've got a fuel station over there by that watchtower. That's good. We'll probably need to top up our fuel as well. So, let's make our way down to the water. Try and find our way across. I hope this vehicle can cope the water that's not too deep. To launch myself over this log. Again. Hear the ground crackling underneath. Looking for a good place to try and cross. I think it's going to be right here in front of us, but it looks a little bit fast in places. Trying to find somewhere that looks a little bit calmer. I think this might be our best opportunity just here. It's not that far across. Although there are a lot of rocks, that's going to make traction a bit tricky. Here goes nothing, I suppose. Well, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Yeah, there's something there that's stopping us from actually driving through. Something in the ground. It's a rock. It's quite a steep little embankment just there. Let's see. All right, let's try and find somewhere else to cross. Let's move over here a little bit. Lots of these rocks all along the shore. Come on. Right, let's try crossing here. Oh, we just about made it. Oh, fantastic, right. Where are we now? Okay. Right, so we've got a road just in front of us. We'll get on that. We'll follow that road through rather than trying to make our way through those trees. puddle of water there. There's the road. Okay, so what's the mud like on this side? Looks pretty soft. Let's turn the diff lock on. I wonder, can we get away with a +1? Or 1+? Possibly. The engine's revving quite hard, isn't it? There we go, now we're mudding. Oh, this mud's really soft compared to where we were previously. Alright, let's go to a lower gear. Otherwise we're just going to be ending up churning our wheels, going very slowly and just over-revving the engine, burning up too much fuel. We're actually making more comfortable progress this way. But this is really soft mud. I tell you what, I've been really impressed with this little vehicle so far though. It's handled everything we've thrown at it. It's not the most glamorous looking of vehicles, but it actually works really well. And it's got a kind of a unique little charm to it, a little character. I kind of actually quite like the look of this thing. It does look very strange, but I kind of like it. Oh, what have we got over here? Oh, that's the log kiosk over there, isn't it? Okay, so we kind of need to make our way this way. Down the other path of the road. It's starting to get dark, look, already. Lights on, and we've got a big sunken road just here by the look of it. Yeah, we kind of need to make our way through this bit, see how well this little vehicle copes with prolonged water. I mean, it depends how deep this is. I wouldn't have thought it's that deep. Dangerous water level. No, that was fine. A little bit more coming up. Yeah, no problem at all. So this vehicle has obviously been designed for this map. I'm curious as to how well this is going to work on other maps. But I also want to check out the garage attachments. Obviously we don't have a garage yet. Once we've unlocked these watch points, that's the next job, is to get our secondary vehicle. No doubt we're going to have a garage trailer to pull and take that over and unlock one of the two garages. From there we'll then unlock the next one. Making our way sort of across towards the next river, or the next tributary of the river. Like I say, this little vehicle has managed with everything we've thrown at it so far. Well, we haven't done anything too crazy. But roads like this, I've had real issues in the past with the Jeeps trying to go on roads like this, and this thing's made much, much easier work of them. This little 969 is doing a really nice little job. It's not the fastest way to travel around the map, but we have gone pretty much wherever we felt like in places, and it's been absolutely fine. Just really struggling with this mud here. It's a bit thick. There we go. Right, so as we come towards the shoreline, let's find another place to cross. The ground here is quite soft as well. We're not getting much speed at all. I know we're still only in first gear, but even so, you can see we're leaving some tracks and some ruts behind us. Let's see, can we cross here, or is it going to be a little bit too rocky? No, we're fine. Excellent stuff. So, what have we got coming up? What's going to be the best way for us to head? I think we might just try and go straight off-road. Straight to the watch point. Might be a bit of a mistake. Well, I can't really see anything at all because it's so dark until we get right up there, and I'm starting to see quite a thick tree line. I'm starting to rethink this decision. Oh, and we're wedged. It's winch our way up. Stuck on a tree branch again. Another one by the look of it. There we go. Yeah, once again we've got a lot of fallen trees on the ground. It's making it very difficult to manoeuvre ourselves through here. There we go, we're off and running again. Taking a little bit of damage, but that was just from when we crossed the water. That was water damage that we took. We've got a spare tyre, so we can repair that nice and easily. We've used up almost half of our fuel getting to this point, but there is a fuel point near this watchtower, if memory serves me correctly from looking at the map, so that's not going to be an issue either. It's just now a case of fighting our way through there. And this ground, look at this ground, look how deep those tracks are behind us. This ground is really soft, and yet we're ploughing through it. We are grinding our way through here, and this is somewhere I think the Jeep would really have struggled. Maybe these skinnier wheels are actually helping us. I'm not going to pretend that I understand the science behind off-roading, but I always assumed that, you know, you would want wider tyres for more sort of grip on the ground, more traction, more surface contact. Maybe in situations like this, these skinnier wheels are going to help. I don't know. The forest is getting quite thick again. I think that's our watch point just glowing there. Well, that's our checkpoint just there, that red ring. So the watch point is a little bit to the right. So we're pretty close. Stuck in a tree here. I think there's something on the ground that's catching. Yeah, there we go, look. We kind of beached over it. Let's pull ourselves over. Another big log to climb. And it doesn't want to go. So winch over. There we go. So somewhere in here, it's to our right, is the watch point. And again, we're stuck in another fallen tree. There's a lot of them. And getting through here is one thing. Getting out again is going to be something else entirely. There's the flag. I just spotted it. What are we stuck on now? They are not making these watch points easy to get to. There's certainly no way we could get through to this one without this little vehicle. If we tried to do this in the larger truck, we would just be running into all sorts of problems. So, it's just a massive trees, look. Absolutely nothing over here, but we have unlocked a C6317 over here as well, which I believe is one of the other vehicles from the DLC. Okay, so let's try and make our way out of here. What's going to be the easiest route out of here? I think it's going to be kind of turning around, going straight back and then across. There's very, very thick trees here, as you can see, so we kind of need to reverse our direction. Head south. So we get through this thick tree line, and then from there we can then kind of go west back to the road. Be the easiest way out from here. Now we're wedged on something again. There we go. Oh, took a bit of engine damage there. Look at that tree that was causing us all those problems. And again, those big trees there really did not do us any favours whatsoever. I'm kind of stuck a little bit here. Careful, we could end up taking some serious damage trying to get out of this area. Certainly more than our little spare wheel's going to be able to fix. If we're not too careful. Alright, we're starting to get to this sort of open area, so this is where we're going to cut back across. Just need to get out of the way of this tree here. Squeeze our way through. sounds too hard for the diff lock. I have a feeling it might be. From here it should be a nice straight run to the road. Certainly much easier going. There's a little bit of fallen lumber on the ground, which is going to make it tricky in some places, and a few rocks, but certainly easier going out here than it was nearer that watch point. I have to say, I do kind of like the new camera, and obviously this camera has been with us since the patch late last year, which added in wheel support. And it would have been sort of, I think it was mid-December when we got that patch. Oh, ground's really soft over here, look. A tree in the way. I think we might need to winch over this one. Oh no, we're okay. No, now we're beached. Okay. But I haven't really played that much of this game in quite a while, to be honest. I've done a little bit of stuff in the background. I've been doing, some of the maps on hardcore to get those done. I also did the 1-star hardcore challenge on one of the maps as well, which was, I think, was it downhill or was it crossing? It was map number 4. It was the one that I 1-starred. I'm trying to remember which one that is. I think that might be the crossing. Here we are, we've made it back to the road. So, from here, where is our next one? It's way in the middle of there. We'll drive up to these roads here. Actually, no, we'll hit the fuel station, then we'll head through, and hopefully these roads will at least get us close to that watch point there. We'll see. I'm hoping we'd actually make a little bit more progress on these big open watery expanse in front of us. So we'll go straight ahead. You can see the road again, just to the side of the water. Slowly but surely making our way across. Almost there. We got more water. That didn't last very long. And, oh, a bit of concrete road, by the look of it, perhaps. Unlock the diffs. Right, so, where are we? We're here. Yeah, still got a way to go yet until we can get to the split in the road. I'll try and go back to 1+. A little bit more speed up through this section, perhaps. It's almost like this vehicle was designed knowing just how deep the water was. We're at the perfect ride height at the moment through here. There we go. Chucking our way along and then back onto what looks to be a slightly broken up but still pretty concrete road. So we're going to need to unlock the diffs. or else we'll really do some damage to our truck. We are very low on fuel now, as you can see. We've burnt up quite a lot trying to make our way through that off-road section there. So this is going to be our turn off towards the fuel dump, and it's starting to get lighter again. We're up to, what, 5 in the morning, 5:12, 5:13. So the sun's starting to come up. There's the red fuel tank just glistening for a second then. Just letting us know we are in real trouble, fuel-wise. Look how much mud is inside the back of our truck. Right, so there's the fuel dump just there, look. And that looks to be one of our other vehicles. We'll take a quick drive-by, have a quick gander at it. Excellent. There is our other new truck. Now that looks pretty cool like that. I really do like that. Looks like we've got a crane mounted carrier. Is that for short logs? I don't think medium logs will fit on that, mate. Well, maybe they will. And then we've got a medium log carriage behind it by the look of it. That's pretty sweet. Right, so we're going to push on from here. Which direction are we facing? That way. We're going to take this road here and go up this way and see where this brings us out, and then sort of make our way over to this watch point. I get, again, the feeling that that's going to be slap bang in the middle of nowhere. That's up halfway, just there. But what do you guys think of this map so far in terms of its visual look? I'm really enjoying this map so far. I mean, we've kind of not really seen a lot of it in terms of the routes. We've done a fair bit of off-roading, but from what I've seen so far, I really kind of like this. I think it's going to have a few challenges in some of the route navigation. This little truck is certainly up to the task. We've put this 969 through its paces, and it's performed very, very admirably so far. Of course, the real test is going to be trying this out on some of the existing maps, so that we can see how it compares directly to those two Jeeps, the green and the blue one. But so far, it's doing really well, and I am really enjoying driving around in this little thing. Nice mixture of road surfaces as well to drive on. Sort of a brokenish kind of soft, degrading concrete road in places. Although I think that's more just a muddy road rather than concrete just there. Yeah, this is definitely a much firmer piece of road just here, look. Got wedged. There we go. So we're going to want to take this little split here. It means we're going to be going through some water again, but there's a lot less tree branches to kind of deal with. That's quite an interesting little choice there. You either take the water or you take the dry route with all the fallen trees in the way. Makes you wonder if this water's quite deep. Oh, it is a little bit deep. I was just thinking, if water can't be, you know, that easy, it's got to be a little bit tricky to get through, and yeah, we're struggling. We're going to make it, but it's certainly not as easy as it looks. What's my guy doing? He's just like head down on the wheels like he's praying. Please, please make it through here. Alright, so we are through the water. And this is what we're more used to seeing, you know, just a pathway through forests like this where you can't see much of the surrounding area. So it's not completely open. There are obviously some larger areas like this where a good surrounding view is a little bit trickier, but we're really close now. By the look of it, we're really close to our watch point. We're stuck on a tree. Go. You can see it's starting to pivot around a little bit in our compass. What's our distance? 88 meters. So we're definitely getting closer. It's going to be stuck in the middle of that deep forest again, isn't it? Yeah, there's our checkpoint marker. We need to go off road again. Oh, there's a stream for us to drive through. All right, let's see if we can get in that. Well, getting in it's going to be easy. Getting out of it again might be a little bit trickier. What's the water level like? Probably wasn't the smartest idea, actually. No, we're coping okay. So it's directly ahead of us by the look of it. Oh no, that was the marker, we just cleared it, so let's see. Yeah, it is. It's directly in front. Look. Oh, I just saw it, actually. It's just behind these trees. Literally just behind these trees. There it is. And we are wedged on a fallen branch again. And a rock. There we go. So where is the next one? Next one's up there. We've still got what, 3 more to go, and we're kind of running out of time. We're going to call it a day here. I do like this little water feature just here, actually. This little bit of water that we were just driving through. This is going to be tough to navigate our way all the way through, but so what I think I'm going to do from here, I think I might head to this one first, and then that one, and then maybe work my way, I don't know. If I can find my way back to this route here actually, and then follow that path around, that should hopefully take me to that watch point, and then we can go over to that one, and then come back down for this one. So yeah, we'll try and get onto this path here. Just looking at what's going to be the easiest way to do that. Might be literally just turning around, going back that way, like that. Because it is pretty heavy trees around here. It'll take us a while to navigate. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and we will unlock the rest of the watch points and get the garage up and running, and really play about with some of the vehicle configurations in the next part. So thanks for watching. I'm Jim Bob, and we'll be back with the next part of our look at the Valley DLC for Mudrunner Spintires very soon.